No. Yeah, I did. So, yeah, I saw the results from the investigation. I mean, that's what I expected. I mean, that's why I was just so disgusted and annoyed how everything was being handled. It was obvious. I could tell based on how they were going about conducting it. I know that one of the teams that I mentioned only had one person reached out to, even for just a statement. You're just not going to catch people that way. You're just not. There's a reason why what the community in Valorant doesn't understand, and a lot of people behind the scene do understand this, right? I brought everything to Riot on May 7th, which was one day after our match, May 6th. I created a whole breakdown of every single round in the two maps that they won. Riot then picked apart that info, and it took weeks, by the way. It took like me basically escalating it to the highest people at Riot to get the investigation even started. They weren't even aware of who I messaged initially. And everything from my perspective was beyond disappointing. But yet the community in Valorant seems to want to take, the corporation side when it's blatantly obvious to me that they could have done a lot more. They could have done a lot more is what I'll say. And it was so disappointing to be there firsthand and know what I know right now. I'm not going to sit here and play the fucking slander game. I'm just not. But I would do it the same way all over again. My ethics and morals basically would not allow it to be handled the way it was going to be handled. And you can say what you want, but it is definitely happening. I mean, I have literally like massive folders of info that chat just doesn't know. There's stuff that I like couldn't share with people because people feared for their safety. And mysteriously enough, those people are no longer playing. Now, where was that in their fucking announcement? That's weird. But instead, they tried to sweep it all under the rug. And what you have to realize is it's not in their company's best interest to release those things and to know those things. It actually directly hurts their bottom line. In my career, I've always fought for what's right in the scene. I mean, I did that during the CSPPA thing, and I'll continue to do that. I'm not going to apologize for it. And like I said, I would do it all over again. And yeah, the reason why I was mad in Funhaver's chat that day, I didn't know at the time, but me escalating it to Riot caused them to actually start. And their way of starting was to basically email asking the people that I was accusing for a written response. Like, if your investigation in something like this is to email guilty parties and ask for a written response, I mean, what do you think? They're just going to email you back? Like, yeah, I fucking did it. Yeah, I fucking did it. Ban me. Like, what? I just was shocked because at that point, once the quote unquote bad guys are aware, once anyone in that position is aware, you will never catch them. You will never catch them, which is why I was so mad, because I was working diligently behind the scenes to figure out who was innocent and who was guilty. I was basically getting people on calls and having them agree that it's okay for me to record when possible, and then asking them to screen share on the fly, and I would ask them a handful of questions that would prove their innocence. Instead, their method was to email people and ask for fucking like, that's crazy to me. It's actually crazy. So yeah, would I do it all over again? Absolutely, because I think that awareness from the community is the only way to solve something like this. It's the only way. Without community awareness, it will never be solved. It will never be handled. And the community is the only thing that can stop match fixing in gaming. Because what happens is, if you match fix or something like that, these people eventually have big mouths. They tell someone, they might tell the person, their significant other in a relationship, and then one day those people break up, or one day they tell the wrong person, and that's how it all comes crumbling down. And so I needed to make a video with escape velocity out of esports. I needed as many people to see the video as possible. And so when people say like, I should have done this, should have done that, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't know what I know. Like, you just don't. There's dozens of people that do know. I have told a lot of people. Yeah.